Weather with Jamie Warner, certified by WeatherRate as the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks 7 years in a row.
Well, watching weather has been easy to do this past few days. It's been very, very quiet, and it's been very pleasant to be outside. It's been another fine day and now another fine evening that we're enjoying. 69 outside right now, winds light out of the east-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Here's one of the reasons why it's been so nice. Dew points have been low. We've not had to deal with muggy conditions. We've also enjoyed some dry weather. After the first half of the month, it seemed like we couldn't get away from the rain. We've had several days now of dry conditions, and it looks like this is the new pattern. This is probably what we will generally find through the rest of this month of May, and also as we head into at least the early stages of June. So there's been a big shift in the pattern, and the reason for that is the shift in the upper level pattern. Looking at what's going on across the nation, we've got some areas of unsettled weather here in the west, especially here in Texas, where we've got some severe weather that's ongoing right now, and also in the southeastern U.S., where we've got a lot of unsettled weather that extends down into Florida. When we take a look at what's going on upstairs, we find, and this will be the general pattern throughout the week into early in the weekend, trough in the west, ridge here in the middle of the country, trough in the east. This is called an omega block. And when you get into a blocky pattern like this, they don't want to change very quickly. So the weather that you have going into that block is going to tend to be the weather that you have for a little while. And that's not bad for us because we are in the quiet zone. We're on the western side of this trough here in the eastern United States, where the air generally is sinking in the atmosphere. And that's also helping to flood this area with relatively dry air throughout the atmosphere. And when we take a look at the surface, we also find a lot of dry air flowing in on east-southeast winds across the Ozarks. So there's a lot of headwinds when it comes to trying to get some rain going. There will be a chance, though, as a surface wave that we find in the deep south makes its way west over the coming days for some spotty showers. But that's it. That's our only shot this week as that feature makes its way west across the area. So for tomorrow, as that feature makes its way into southeast Missouri and eastern Arkansas, we'll see a pocket of moisture come with it, and that'll help to boost shower chances just a bit. Looks like some spotty showers possible, mainly near and east of Highway 63. By Wednesday, that feature has moved a bit further west, and just about all of our area will have a shot at some widely scattered, mainly afternoon and early evening showers and thunderstorms. And then on Thursday, that feature will shift off to the west, and we're going to find drier air once again enveloping the area, and that'll tend to shut down our rain chances. Plus, we're going to have a backdoor front making its way into the area as we head from Thursday into Friday, and that's going to flood the area with more in the way of dry air along with mild temperatures. So that's going to keep the pattern quiet going into the upcoming holiday weekend. Temperatures tonight, they're going to settle out in the 50s. Looking ahead to tomorrow, again, rain chances off to the east, just spotty, about 80 for a high in Springfield. On Wednesday, most of the area will have a shot at some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, high of 81. And then on Thursday, most of the area dry, maybe a few spotty showers toward I-49. And I think Thursday is probably going to be our warmest day of this week with a high of 82. Remember, we've got that backdoor front moving in, and that's going to usher in some mild conditions for the end of the week. Looks like a high in the upper 70s on Friday, low humidity. That's a great way to start a holiday weekend, and that should continue into Saturday. I think by Sunday and Monday, we'll find those temperatures creeping a little higher. Humidity levels really don't look to take off in any big way, though, and that should keep the pattern quiet for those days. So holiday weekend, I'd go ahead and get those outdoor plans together. Whether you're hitting the lake or hanging out in your backyard, I don't think weather's going to be an issue.
So interesting to be toward the end of May and there only be like a slight chance of showers a couple of days.
Yeah, especially given the first half of the month and how wet it was day after day after day after day.
We'll take the low humidity. I did get my first mosquito bite today.
Yikes.
I held out as long as I could.
Swat those.
May 22nd, also a day that you may remember. Today actually marks 12 years since a powerful tornado tore through the city of Joplin. That twister was one of the deadliest in modern history, killing 100